I'm James, and what you're looking at right now is a picture of a peregrine falcon. Pretty weird, right? Curious? I'm sure. However, it will make perfect sense to you in just a few minutes. Believe it or not, this odd little peregrine falcon is your golden ticket to getting a beautiful, fully functioning website live online. Watch this presentation until the end, and you will also discover how to build a website from scratch in less than 60 seconds without feeling intimidated or overwhelmed. How to create any website you want within one click using fully functioning, beautiful starter sites without spending tons of cash or hiring a developer. Plus, the one thing you must absolutely avoid if you want to ensure building your website successfully and sticking with it. Now, I don't know how much longer these starter sites will be available for free, so watch this right now while you still can. So, what are the odds that you'll discover something totally unexpected and new today? I can tell you this, what I'm revealing today is the cutting edge way of building a website. It's fresh, new, and different. Picture in your mind how much better your life will be once you finally have your website live online. First, however, I'm going to share a rather embarrassing story with you. You'll see why my embarrassing little episode is so important to your website success in just a minute. Deal? Cool. So if you've been struggling with getting your website live online, the struggle is finally over. Essentially, what I'm giving you in this presentation is a simple step-by-step roadmap to making a fully functioning, beautiful website that you will have online in one click. Excited? You should be, because this is going to be a fun, easy, and more importantly, straightforward experience. Now, here's more of what you're going to learn. I'll show you how to optimize your website so you can start bringing in a ton of traffic to your website quickly, easily, and for free. And as a bonus, I'm going to teach you how to create my signature hybrid homepage, which is going to help you connect with your website audience. That's because my hybrid homepage is designed to deeply engage your audience and will practically compel visitors to keep coming back to your website and turn them into subscribers and ultimately buyers. Now, this presentation is jam-packed with good stuff, so switch off your phone, turn off Facebook or any other tab you've got open, and close off all distractions, because I'm pulling back the curtain on what I consider to be the fastest and easiest way to make your website starting from scratch. And it's so easy, a complete newbie can do it, really. And before we begin, I really want you to listen to this so you can ensure success with your website for weeks, months, and years to come. Listen, when I first started out online over 10 years ago, I was desperate to make a successful website. And I knew I needed a profitable website to make that happen. I jumped from course to course and failure after failure until finally something clicked, which changed everything for me. And I couldn't believe how simple it was. You see, when I was just starting out, I did what all the experts out there told me to do. I started creating content and lots of it. I would put links, images, and banners everywhere on my website, thinking it would bring in the cash. And my mindset was the more content with links I had, people would eventually just click my links and buy my stuff. So one Halloween, I was trying some affiliate marketing, and I built close to 500 websites promoting random Halloween costumes, hoping to get a commission from each costume that I sold. Batgirlcostume.com, SupermanToddlerCostume.com, CatCostumes.com. You get the idea. I had tons of these little silo sites with lots of content and cool pictures of the costumes, plus links to buy the costumes. And I genuinely thought I was going to make a ton of money, but it didn't happen. Looking back, I was focusing on quantity, not quality. This was back when you could build a keyword-rich domain website and Google would push it to the top of the search results. And I spent months getting these websites up and optimizing them and waiting for them to rank in Google. I made less than $1,000, which really sucked because it just wasn't enough to cover the amount of time or money I had invested into my silo sites. However, I'm a firm believer in never giving up and truly believe you learn more from your failure than you do your success. And my little experiment taught me how to properly build websites, get them ranking in Google, and how to sell products and do some affiliate marketing. Now, shortly after, I decided to create a video teaching what I had learned in terms of how to properly build a website that's designed to make you money. I thought it would be a good idea to document what I had learned so I could share it with what worked and what didn't work with other people. And that's when something completely unexpected happened. The video started to get amazing comments and views, and people were loving it. That was my aha moment. When I created the video, I didn't have any expectations at all. Truth be told, the video was highly educational because I was sharing my findings on how to properly set up a website that gets free traffic from Google and makes money without having to spend tons of cash on ads or hiring some expensive developer. I didn't realize it at the time, but that one video became the inspiration for Websites Made Easy. And all I really did was give amazing value to my audience by sharing my perspective and providing clarity on how to do this properly. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because this awareness that I've gained through this entire process has radically changed the way I now build my websites. Now my process is focused on setting up my website in a way to authentically connect with my audience by giving tons of benefit-driven value so I can build my audience and sell more stuff. This is now how I set up all my sites and what you will be learning today. Except this process of getting a website properly set up is so much faster now. The peregrine falcon is the fastest animal on the planet, flying at speeds up to 240 miles per hour, and is your mascot because you can now get your fully functioning website with all the pages up in less than a minute and one click. So let's get started. Now we'll be using WordPress, which is the same thing a lot of celebrities and companies use, such as Forbes, Katy Perry, Sony, CNN, New York Times, Jay-Z, and so many more. Now, all you need to know right now is this is the only way that you want to build a website, as it's super simple, will save you a ton of time and money, and after this video, you'll be able to do it yourself without even thinking about it. Now, there are 3 steps to completing your website. Now, step 1 is choosing a website's address, also known as your domain name, just like ours is at websitesmadeeasy.tv, and you're going to have your very own domain name too. And website hosting, so your website has somewhere to live and people could find it. Now, both of these are super cheap because I'm going to give you a special coupon code. Step 2 is creating your website pages and launching your brand new website. And in step 3, you'll be getting to know Astra Starter Sites, which is the free tool to creating beautiful looking websites, which is not only unique to you, but is so easy to use. You're going to love it. And I can't wait for you to see how awesome this tool is. You'll have a fully built out professional looking website imported in one click, saving you so much time. All your pages will be created: About Us page, Contact Us page, Services page, and all we need to do is customize them. It's something I wish I had when I was first starting out doing this. Okay, so let's get started with step 1, which is choosing your domain name and getting set up with website hosting. So to do that, we're going to head over to Hostgator.com. So let's get started with step 1, which is choosing your domain name and getting set up with website hosting. So let's head over to Hostgator.com. Now, I use Hostgator not only for myself, but also for all my Websites Made Easy members because they're super reliable and they have awesome customer service. They know WordPress and are available 24/7 phone and chat support to deal with any issues or to answer any questions. Plus, I've been using these guys going on 10 years now without any real problems. Okay, so what you want to do now is click on Get Started in the middle of the page. Then select the Hatchling plan if you only want one website. But if you're planning on having multiple websites, then I would recommend going with the Baby plan, as this will give you unlimited domains. It's the only difference between the two. Now, this is really the only money you'll spend in this tutorial, and it comes under just $10 a month. It really is a small investment to get started with your website and have your business live online. Now, you want to register a new domain name. Now, hopefully you've really thought about this and picked a good domain name. If the name you want is not available, keep drilling down and use different URL extensions such as .com, .net, .org, etc., or even playing around with the actual name. Then go ahead and enter a username and security pin and choose the billing cycle you'd like. Now, I'm going to go with the whole year as it's slightly cheaper this way. Next, enter in billing information here and make sure you use an email address you can access, as Hostgator will email you with your login details afterward. Next, you'll see it's added on extras here. You want to uncheck these as you don't need them. And now you want to enter the coupon code here. So enter WordPress Hero to be sure to validate your savings, and you'll see the cost will go right down, saving you up to 60% off your entire hosting, depending on the hosting package you choose. If you decide to go with a year or more, it will unlock a free domain, which is cool. Now, you should know that we do get a small affiliate commission for anybody that signs up, and we're going to save you money by getting you the lowest price possible. So it really is a win-win. You get the lowest price possible, and we get a small commission for you signing up. So it's great for everybody, and it helps support us to continue to make this content for you. Now, when you're happy with everything, click on Checkout Now, and you'll be the proud owner of your very own new website address. Okay, awesome. Now you'll receive a couple of emails from Hostgator with your login details and some links to different things. This is very important, so you want to find the cPanel link here and click on that. The cPanel is where you can install WordPress to your domain name and also do lots more stuff with your website. So log in using the username and password which you chose, and in case you can't remember, they're both in the email you just received. At first, this might look a bit overwhelming. It did for me when I first saw it. There's lots of different things you can do here, but all you need to do right now is find the software and services area. So scroll down and you'll see it here. Now you need to find the PHP selector, and we want to click that and then change the PHP software to the latest one. Currently, the latest one is 7.0 as I'm creating this video. By default, it comes set at 5.4, so we want to be sure to update this. Now, this will ensure your WordPress website is using the latest software, so make sure you update this. Now, click back, and in the same section, Software, find Quick Install, and click on that, and click on WordPress here. Okay, all you need to do now is fill in a few things, such as the email address, the person who will be looking after your website. So if this is you, you can put in your email address, then your name or the name of the person as well. Now give your website a title, then your name and last name, and click on Install WordPress. Once you've installed WordPress, you'll get a success message that it's complete. Your username and password are here. You're going to use these to log into your website. You'll also get an email with all of this in it as well. When you're ready, click on this link here, which will take you to the login or back end of your website, so you can edit and start creating it. And you might get an error message saying that the page isn't available yet, and you might have to wait until everything with your new website is set up. Then click the link again. Now, this is completely normal. It just takes a little bit for your website to become live online, and also you might have to set up the name servers for your new website, so don't worry about this. It's super easy. All you need to do is head over to Hostgator again, and once you're there, click on the customer portal. Now log in using the username and password, which you'll find in the email Hostgator sent you. Now you want to click on domains and click on your domain and find name servers. And then click on change. Then click on automatically point to my domain to my hosting account. Then save, and you are all done. Now you should be able to click on that link again, enter your username and password to log into WordPress, and you're in. Okay, awesome. You should now be in your WordPress dashboard, and you are now the proud owner of an online website. So congratulations. Well done for sticking with it. It's a huge achievement, and this is where the real fun is about to begin. And this is the WordPress dashboard, and think of it like the heart of your website where you can edit and change different things. Now, there's lots of different things going on in here, and we're going to talk about these very soon, so don't let it scare you or make you feel overwhelmed. It's not daunting at all. It's actually super easy to work with WordPress, and I'm going to show you how in this video. So the first thing I want you to do is just go ahead and X out any of these notifications. And if yours does look a little bit different than mine, you have some more notifications, that's okay. Just X them all out for now. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and take a peek and see what your website looks like right now. So head up here to the left and see the little home. Right click on that and open it up in a new tab. Now, as you can see, it's really plain. There's not a lot going on, but that's going to change real soon. We're going to get this bad boy dialed in and properly set up in a way to connect with your audience. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back to the WordPress dashboard area and go ahead and leave both these tabs open. This way we can see live edits. Now right here where it says your site is currently displaying a coming soon page, once you're ready to launch your site, click here. Go ahead and click this now. This way we'll have a live page that we can take a peek at when we want. And it's not showing a coming soon page. Okay, so now what we're going to do is really lay the foundation for your WordPress website. Think of it like building the foundation of a home. So the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of some default stuff that comes pre-installed on all WordPress websites. This way your website runs really smooth and optimal. So the first thing we'll do is head over to Pages and then All Pages. And then right here, go ahead and delete all of this. You can check it all. And then click Move to Trash. and then apply. Then click on trash. Then click on title to select them all. Bulk actions right here, and then delete permanently, and then apply. Okay, perfect. Now I want you to head over here to plugins and then click on installed plugins. Now this is what makes WordPress so awesome, is that plugins extend and expand the functionality of your WordPress website. So you could add things like social sharing features, contact forms. You can even add plugins to change the language of your entire website, which is just awesome. So any functionality that you can think of, you can pretty much add to your WordPress website. It's pretty incredible. For now, we're going to get rid of the default plugins that we don't need because it's just bogging things down. So go ahead and click on plugin right here, and then we'll go ahead and click deactivate and then apply. Click on plugin again, and then we will delete them all and then apply. And then press OK. Awesome. Okay, so now we have all the default content removed. Now we're going to head over here to settings and then click on permalinks. Here we're going to do some optimization to create a good user experience and to make sure your site runs real smooth. Now this is extremely important. So basically you want to select post name here. So go ahead and select this. So people searching for your business will be able to find your website. So now what this does is it makes it so much easier for the search engines like Google to find your website and content. So think of it like this, yourwebsite.com/contact us or /about us. Now, whatever you're specifically trying to rank a page for, it will show up in the Google search results. So if people are looking for specific solutions, boom, your page will show up and they'll click on it and land on your various products or services. So it's very important to have this set up to post name. So go ahead and click Save Changes. Then head over here to General and click General. And right up here for your site title, go ahead and put in your business name or your website name. I'm just going to put in Websites Made Easy, or WME for short. And then for your tagline, put in something sharp and punchy, really describing the main benefit of your business or website. So I'll just put in create a profitable website and then save changes. Don't change anything else in here. Okay, awesome. So now we have a solid foundation for your website up, and now we're going to start customizing it and making it unique. So go ahead and click on Appearance and then click on Themes. So real quickly, a theme is the look and feel of your website. Now there are thousands of different themes that you can use with WordPress, and some are great and some are not so great. And that's why I've gone through and found the best one to use for this build out, which is called Astra. It's awesome. So you're going to want to search for that right here. So scroll down and then click on Add New Theme right here. And then right over here, you search for Astra, A-S-T-R-A, and it should pop right up. Now here it is. And what you want to do is go ahead and click on Install and then Activate. Okay, so what you've effectively done is just change the entire look and really the feel and functionality of your website by changing this theme. That's why WordPress is so powerful. And this theme is really amazing because it allows for you to install full websites on it in seconds. It's so cool. So in the next step, I'm going to show you how to do just that. And we're going to install a plugin that allows you to import an entire website in one click and have it completed and done. It just saves so much time. It's really cool. And I can't wait to show you this in a sec. So let's do that now. So let's head over to Plugins and then click on Add New. And then right over here, search for Astra Starter Sites. And it should pull right up. Okay, so head down to Install. And then Activate. All right, awesome. I can't wait for you to see this. One click, full websites. It's so amazing. All your pages, everything done. So cool. So now we'll head to Appearance and then head over to Starter Templates. Then we want to select our page builder. So we'll select Elementor for this. That's what we're going to be using to build out these pages. And now you have all these different websites that you can choose from. It's amazing. Full websites. So some of them say agency, and that means they're paid. And we want to just go ahead and up here and toggle free. I mean, they have it all. Businesses, restaurants, interior design, artists, shops, pet stores, plumbers, dental, construction, fitness trainer. It's amazing. I mean, look at all this stuff. Never has it been so easy to make a beautiful website. Now, whether you're an entrepreneur, business owner, freelancer, influencer, you're covered, saving you a ton of time and money, and all without the overwhelm and headache of trying to get a website customized with a preset template. Trust me, it's game changing. So let's go ahead and head up here. I'm going to pick my favorite one for this build out, which is Mountain. And this one is just stunning, just beautiful. Look at this. So refreshing and clean. The home page, your About Us page, services, just real simple and minimal. Contact. This is what you want. Now check this out. I can't wait to show you this. All you have to do is click on Import Complete Site. So go ahead and click that. And then make sure all these are ticked off. And then go ahead and click Import. Now this can take a little bit, maybe really quick or a couple minutes. Just be patient. And when it's finished, I'll be right back. Okay, so it's done importing. So go ahead and click on View Site. Boom, it's done. Full-on website, one click. Just amazing. Never has it been so easy to get a website live online. And it's gorgeous. Go ahead and click on About Us. Check out that page. And I'm going to show you how to customize all these pages. Services. And it's so simple. Literally drag and drop, stacking things together. It's literally like playing with Legos. You'll see. And then contact. It's gorgeous. Nice contact form. Little map. And then take action, call to action button. So let's head back to click on the logo over here. And I'll show you how to upload a logo as well. All right, now this is where it's going to get real fun. I'm going to show you how to create your homepage that's not only unique to you, but also show you how to properly set it up so you can connect with your audience so they stay and engage with your site. And I call it the hybrid homepage. It's your 4-part roadmap to creating a more engaging, profitable homepage. Whether you want to make more money or have a meaningful impact, this has you covered. And I can't wait to show you how to do this. Not only are you going to have a beautiful website, this will allow for you to create a goal for your website. Now think about it. If you don't have a goal for your website, how is anyone else supposed to know what to do on your website? So this will give you clarity in terms of how to structure your site so you can connect with your audience. So let's go ahead and head back to the dashboard. So we'll head up here to the site name and click on Dashboard. So before we get started with the hybrid homepage and building out the site, I want to show you how to add one more plugin that's really going to help you build your audience with your new website. So go ahead and head over here to Plugins and then click on Add New. And this plugin is awesome. It's called Sumo. So go ahead and search for it over here, SUMO. And it's right here. And go ahead and click on Install Now. And then Activate. Now what Sumo does is it offers an entire suite of website traffic tools, which are incredibly powerful. So now head over to your toolbar and then click on Sumo. So we got to register with Sumo to access these tools. And these tools are going to help grow your website traffic so you can convert more of your subscribers into ultimately customers. So we want to go ahead and click on Connect. And then you're just going to want to sign up here. So put in a good email address and then sign up. And then over here, right here, you'll see this little Sumo toolbar. And then click on My Tools right here. And then we can go ahead and just say no thanks to this. Now, before we get started with Sumo, there's something I want you to be aware of. I've been using this plugin for many years now, and each time I create one of these videos, it feels like they've updated the software, and that's really the nature of software, the nature of WordPress really. Anything online is software typically is going to be updated. And it's something you're probably aware of, but just in case you're not, and you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks so different, it's broken, this is outdated. They update this software all the time, really to improve the user experience and functionality. So if it looks a little bit different, don't be alarmed. Poke around a little bit, you'll find the tools. Okay? Now go ahead and head up here to Extras and click on Share. And then click on Activate Now. That's it. Now you have the share feature on your website. And let's take a look at that now. So we'll head back here and then refresh. Here it is. Pretty awesome, right? Now the benefit of this tool is you can get up to 20% more website traffic using this little tool. So basically what Share does is it makes it super easy for your visitors to share your content with their friends and family and others. The more people share your website content, the more viral traffic goes back to your website ultimately. So people can like, share, tweet, or even pin your content through the use of social sharing buttons. Now put it this way, if you don't have a tool like this, you might as well be invisible. When you're first starting out, you'll find it so much harder to get any traction without a social media presence. So this little tool will help address that issue. Okay, awesome. So we are done with the plugins and we are ready to start building out the hybrid homepage. So make sure you head back to your dashboard and then head down to Pages and then click on All Pages. And then here are all the pages that the starter site's created, which is pretty cool. And then right here, Home, you want to select Edit with Elementor. Now Elementor is the main tool which makes creating a website easier than it's ever been before. Literally drag and drop, pop in your content. It's that easy. You can just click to edit anything on the page and you'll soon see how great this is, especially using Astra starter sites, which gives you the ready-made websites to work with. So it's just easy to get in here and customize. Think of it like playing with simple Legos. It's really fun. You're about to see we're going to go through section by section and customize this. Okay, so first let's go ahead and close out the Elementor panel right here. Now this has all the different elements to build out your site, and we're going to go through these here in a bit. So now you can see what the entire website looks like. And now what we're going to do is go over the 4 main sections of the hybrid homepage. Now this is just a framework that you can use to give you some structure and clarity and create a goal for your website so you can create a more engaging experience for your site and connect with your audience. And of course, use what best serves you. Now, part 1 is right up here, which is basically your navigation, which is your pages and this call to action. Part 2 right here is your USP or unique selling point. And this is real simple. Think about it. What's unique about your website or your product or service, and a call to take an action. And this is at the top of your website, which is dedicated to one thing, giving your website visitors exactly what they want. So when someone lands on your website, they should immediately know within 5 seconds what's your website about, what's unique about your website. Why should people want to read your website? Or what specific problem are you helping people with that's unique to you? This needs to be clear, not confusing, no confusing words, okay? You know the big benefit. For example, how to make a profitable website, how to make a beautiful website. That's very clear what we're helping people with. People quickly scan websites, and if it's confusing and not clear what you're helping people with, they're just going to click away and go somewhere else. And then, of course, you need the call to action. Now, a call to action is quite literally the action you want people to take. It can be anything from just get started now, download an ebook, get a coupon, attend an event, a free email course. In this case, you're quite literally asking for someone's email address in exchange for a piece of value, also known as a lead magnet. Now, making the call to action the first thing that people see when they come to your website drastically increases the chance of them seeing it and acting on it. Now, part 3 right here is your roadmap. And your roadmap gives your audience a quick glance at the path that you're going to take them down as they get to know you. Now, think of this area as the vision of transformation for your audience. You know, what is your website or product or service going to do for your audience? It is so important to know that people do not buy products or services. They buy the transformation and what it will do to improve the quality of their life. So at Websites Made Easy, in this part of my homepage, I cover 3 main topics that are important to my audience that I can help them with: creating a website and blog, getting traffic, and capturing new customers. Ultimately showing people the basic steps of how to get started online with a profitable website to consistently make money. Part 4 is your pilot story, and this briefly explains the journey of how you came about your product or service, or why you started your website in the first place, and the value that you're giving. Now, also the pilot story can highlight your best content. You can introduce a case study and give them a call to take an action to learn more. And right here, this next area is just to add more depth to your homepage. This could simply be a portfolio of your work, or pictures of transformational case studies of work that you've done for other people or clients, linking to specific pages, going over those actual case studies. Even if you don't have your own products, think transformation. Show images or anything that can speak to the transformation that the specific product or service is going to provide. All educational and giving tons of value. Now, to recap, so you understand this framework and it comes full circle for you. Most business owners only focus on the aesthetics of their site, but beautiful design without the right messaging is just a waste of digital space. Now, there are lots of frameworks for writing homepage copy that connects with your audience, and all of them have merit. However, some frameworks produce better results than others. So in a nutshell, here's what this looks like. You start with the character, which is your ideal avatar, who has a problem. This is the common set of problems your ideal avatar struggles with. Your character meets a guide, and that guide is you, who can solve the problem. The guide has a plan. This is your solution laid out in a series of 3 to 5 steps of how you can solve the problem. The guide asks the character to take action. This is a call to take an action on your website for prospects to do business with you or to learn more about what you offer. Then the character experiences success. Mention the transformation your solution offers, and avoid failure in the process. Mention the things your character wants to avoid the most. Now, this makes your web copy super relevant to your ideal prospect and means more engagement and higher conversion rates. So I hope that makes sense. And now I'm going to show you how to set this up properly and customize it step by step. Okay, so let's get started with part 1 and head back to your dashboard. And if you have any notifications here, just go ahead and X those out. And then head over here to create your site or visit site. And then I want you to click on customize. And we're going to first start editing your site title, which is probably your business name or your name. So all we have to do is just go ahead and click on header right here. Then go ahead and click on site identity. And right here, as you can see, here are our logos that we can change. And then if we scroll down, and then you can adjust them accordingly here. That resets it to default. And if you scroll down, here's our site title and tagline. And remember, put something in your business name or your website name and your tagline, something sharp and punchy like create a profitable website or grow your business and change your life, really describing the main benefit of your business or website. Now, say we wanted to remove the logo and show the site title and tagline. We can go ahead and select these two. And then we got to remove this. Or we'll select remove right here, and then remove right here. And as you can see, it populates it, which is cool. And you can also head down here and select this, the typography, and adjust the size. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, just play with it some. So now you know how to adjust the typography settings, and you can just have this if you like. If you don't have a logo, and I'll link to a logo maker in this or at the bottom of this video in the description area, so you can get set up with a logo for your website. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and select. I'm going to turn these off and display the logo. So I'm going to go ahead and select a logo for my computer. So I'll select upload files, Select Files. Here's my logo. And this is a really big logo, which you're about to see. So I'll select it here. We'll skip cropping. And we have that set to 130, which is good. And you can adjust it here. I think the default is 180. And I want to select another logo for the Retina display. Now this should be bigger. If you have a bigger logo, you're going to be good to go here. And this will just make it more crisp for, MacBook Pros. Nicer displays. So we'll select this, choose image, and there we go. Now if you don't have that, a nicer, big logo, you can just unselect this. And that's it. So I'll go ahead and reselect that. We don't need to worry about logo for mobile device. And I'll show you that later. And for site icon, this is the little favicon that goes in the browser. That little tab in the browser you're about to see. Upload files, select files, and it's right here. And this is just a little box. Yeah, it's 512 by 512. We'll select that. Just a nice little touch. That little dude right in the tab right there. It's kind of cool. And we'll go ahead and publish. And we're good to go. So we'll head back. Now I want you to head over here to the call to action button and go ahead and click in there, the pencil. And I want to update this text to get started. And then I want to link this button right here to our contact us page. So all I have to do to link it is do /contact or /about. And it links it right up. Now, for example, if I didn't want this button, I could just change it by going up here. And then just change it, maybe just to a search field. Or nothing. And just have the menu. So it's up to you. But I recommend putting a call to action in the top right because people's eyes are drawn to that area of a website. And you want people to take action on your website, whether that be go to your contact page or directing them to a product or service. So it's important to have that there. So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the button. So we're good to go. And if you head down here to customize button style, you can select that and you can change the color of the button. So here's the button text. If we select the color, here's the hover and then the normal. So if we select normal, I'm going to copy this code so I can go back to this color, but just show you real quick. Pretty cool, right? Paste this back in. Perfect. And we are good to go here. So X out of this and then go back again. And of course, if you've made any changes, you want to go ahead and publish everything. So I'll do that now. Okay, so we are done here for now, and go ahead and X out of the customize area right here. And the next thing we're going to do is part 2, and that is what's unique about our website that people will connect with so they will engage immediately and set up a call to action. Now, so to do that, what we're going to do is click on Edit with Elementor up here. Once it loads, we'll be able to edit our website, and we can edit anything on here. On the left side, we have all these different elements. And what elements are is you can drag any of these and add them to your website. So you can drag in a headline, an image, a text editor. You can drag a video widget, even have a YouTube video. You can drag a button or a divider or a spacer and lots of cool things to play around and create a unique website. It really is fun. So don't be afraid of this. Just drag things around, and you can always press Control-Z on your PC or Command-Z on a Mac to undo things. Over here on the right side, you can edit anything on your website using this inline editor. And all you have to do is click on it and you can type in whatever you want, or you can go on the left side and you can add in more text here. So that's how you can change the content in the content tab up here. But how do you actually change the way it looks? So go ahead and click on the style tab. And in here, you can change anything you want from the text color by clicking in here, anything you want, which is really cool. Or you can click out and go to typography and change the actual font from all these different fonts, which is kind of fun. Or actually change by clicking back on the pencil the actual size of the font. And if you want to revert back, all you do is just click the arrow. We'll change this back to white. Now I'm going to head back to content. And in here, or here, I'll go over here for now. I'm going to tell people exactly what our website's about. Now you want this to be super clear. So when someone lands on your website, within 2 seconds, they know exactly what your website's about. No cute stuff here. You just want it to be straightforward. Okay, so I'm just going to type in create a profitable website. Perfect. And then for the tagline area, I'll just click right into there and head over here. And remember, you want this to be short and punchy and benefit driven, really painting the picture of what your product or service or website is about, the main benefit. So how to create a money-making website that drives quality traffic and customers. Now I'm going to see what this looks like if this were all in one line. So create your website. Okay, so now we only want one call to action. We don't want people focusing on 2 different things. So we want people to act on this specifically. Okay, so I'll direct them to the contact us page. So we're gonna get rid of one of these buttons. So what we'll do is head down here, and you'll notice too there's a little bit more space here, and I'm gonna adjust that. So we'll head down here and we'll click right into this area, and see right here you have these 2 little gray boxes. You wanna click right into there and right click, and then just delete. And you have 1 button left. And check this out. Say I wanted to copy this button. I could just copy it and then paste it. And then I've basically duplicated this button, which is pretty cool. You don't have to redo this all, which is nice. And then if I want to undo this, I can just type Command Z on a Mac. Or you could go down here to history, right down here, this little time icon, and then I could just restart the whole thing by editing started right here. And then we start back over. Pretty cool, right? So if I click back into here, just type this in again. Perfect. Then we'll head back down here. I'll right click into this and then delete it. Now we want to change this button color. We want to reverse these colors so it matches the button that we have up here. So I'm going to click into the button, and right here, I'm going to change the text. So I'm in content right here now. I'm going to change this to get started. Excellent. And then I want to link this, remember, /contact. Now that's linked to our contact page. And now, if I want to change this button color, all I need to do is head up to Style. And here this is a text color and the background color. Here's the hover, text color, and background color. All we want to do is adjust this and reverse it, excuse me. So we'll go to normal, and I'm going to copy this code right here. So I'll click in here. I'm going to copy this code, change this to white, go to background color, and then paste this in. Perfect. And now you see I have this white border around here. We want to get rid of that, unless you want it. So where it says border type, solid, we're just going to select none. That looks nice and clean. Then we'll head to hover, and then reverse the colors. So right here, we'll go to the green, paste that in, click out, and then change this to white. And we should be set to jet. Perfect. Looking good. Now we want to bring this button up a little bit. So how do you do that? So what we'll do is we're still clicked in this area right here, this button. So we'll head to advanced. And right here, where it says margin, link values together. Now what you see is if I select this up, everything is gonna be adjusted. We don't wanna do that. We wanna just adjust the height of this, okay? So we wanna bring it up a little bit. So I'll bring this back down to 0 so not everything is affected by that. And then we wanna unlink the values here. So we'll unlink them and then just toggle this one up. Down. That'll bring it up. Bring that up to about 20, negative 20. We'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Looking good. Cool. So it's real tight. And then I want to change this, create your profitable website. So we'll click back into here. Create a profitable website. Looking good. And we want to delete this area right here. Now you see too how this is dropping down. We want this to go all the way across so it looks real clean. So I'm going to show you that here in a sec. So right here, let me just get rid of this area. We don't want it, but if you wanted to adjust this text or keep it for whatever reason, you would click in this area and then you would go to Style and you can change the text color, click on Typography, and you can adjust it right here. The same for this. If you wanted to make this, go to Style and you can change, you can go to Typography and you can change it. It's a little bit too big, but you get the idea. Or I can reset it right here. I think that looks clean. So I'm just jumping around so you can see how this works. It's real easy once you start playing with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this little area. That deleted the whole column. So I'll go back to history and we just wanna go back right here. Perfect, right? So if you ever make mistakes, you can go back to the actions right here and then just go step by step. Any step that you've adjusted, you can do it right here. Revisions is what you've actually saved. Okay, and then you can just go back in time to saved whenever you've updated, basically, down here. So we'll go back. Now I want to click back into here. And then we just want to click on the pencil over here, right click, and then delete. Good. Let's see what this looks like. So we'll head back here. And I want to head to this. This is a section right up here. So this whole thing is made up of sections. Let me show you. So if you go down here and you click on the navigator, it looks like this little hamburger. You click on that. Here are all the sections of your entire homepage. So if I click on each section, it's going to take me to that area. So we'll go back to the top, or you can actually move them around too, which is kind of cool. So we want to adjust this whole canvas or section to make this wider, okay? So I'm going to select in here. Let me close this out real quick. And then right click and then edit section. And then right here where it says 700, we want to bring this to about 1100. So we just make it wider. There we go. 1000's good. Let's see. Yeah, that looks a lot better. See? Pretty cool, huh? Create a profitable website. How to make a money-making website that drives quality traffic and customers. Get started. It's very tight, benefit-driven, so people know exactly what they're getting in terms of the transformation. It paints that picture. So now let's go ahead and head back here. And we want to update our changes. So we'll head to update. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to show you some really cool things that you can do to edit this main section up here and change the images, create a gradient, and some other cool effects that you can do with this hero image up here. So let's go ahead and I want to show you a really cool resource. It's called Unsplash, if you haven't heard of it. And it's a great place to get free images from everyday people that you can download and use for your website which is just awesome. And they don't look like stock images. You know what I'm talking about. Those are just awful. You do not want to use that on your website. So you can come over to Unsplash, you can go to Explore, and then just poke around. You got backgrounds, wallpapers, and just really cool stuff that you can use for your website. And I've already selected a couple. So I'm going to head back here. I'm going to show you how you can edit this image now. So what we want to do is click back in here to the 6 dots. Just click there. Then we want to click Style right here. And here's the image, right? But you can see it looks a little bit different because there's an overlay on it. And I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just go ahead and choose New Image. And I'm going to upload one from my computer. Then select Files. Go to my Downloads. Here it is right here. This is a really beautiful image. Now, something to be aware of with your images is you want to ideally try to keep these under a meg. See right here it says 2560 by 1700 pixels. Try to keep that no more than 2500 wide or 2000 ideally. Anything bigger than that's just going to bog your website down. It's going to be way too big and it's going to really slow things down. So you want to be mindful of that when you download images from Unsplash. Otherwise, other things are just going to run really slow, and that's not good for Google or anyone for that matter. So let's go ahead and insert media right here. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's say we want to remove this overlay. So what we can do is head down here and click Background Overlay. Then scroll down here a little bit to where it says Opacity. And if we toggle this all the way down to 0, that's the raw image. Pretty nice, huh? Then you go back to 5, and we get that cool overlay effect. And then check this out. This is really cool. You can change this to linear, and then you can change the colors right here. So say we wanted to do green. That's really green. And then this other color we could do like a bluish. And then we can just kind of play with it. And then we can change this right here. Go back to radial. Get the idea. Pretty cool, right? Can do all sorts of cool stuff. Wow, that looks cool. Change this back to linear. Nice. You get the idea. Pretty awesome, right? So yeah, you can just go in and play with this to your liking. Okay, awesome. I hope you see how powerful this is. You can literally create anything you want, and it's so simple and easy. Once you get in there and start playing with things, you'll see. It's just amazing what you can do with these pre-made websites and then customizing it to your liking with Elementor. So let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and show you something really cool. I can't wait to show you. Let's go ahead and get rid of this gradients, or these colors right here, these overlays. So we'll just go to clear and then clear. And now I can't wait to show you this. Let's head back to background right here. And then what if we can add a video, a whole video right here for your hero area? So I've gone over to YouTube and I found a video. And if you be careful with this. If you grab a video from YouTube, you got to make sure you have the rights to use it. I'm just going to show you as an example here. So yeah, just don't grab any video and use it. You got to make sure that you have the rights to. So just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and copy this URL and then pop this back in right here. And check this out. So cool. And this would actually look pretty good with an overlay, a little bit darker overlay. And then we head down here and select right in here, color, and we select black. That's a little bit dark. So we bring the opacity down, maybe to about, let's try 3. Then head back up here to background, and let's go to video. Yeah, you can see a little bit better. You get the idea. Really cool stuff that you can do here. That actually looks really sharp. Awesome. So I hope you see the power in this. It's really, really amazing what you can do with your website and these tools. So what I'm going to do is just head back here to Classic. And I'm not going to update anything. I'm going to go back and change it back to the way it was because I really like the site as it is. So what I'm going to do, instead of updating, but if you like these changes, go ahead and update everything to your liking, of course. And then I'm going to go back down here to History. And then I'm going to go to Revisions. And then I'll hit this one that says 37 minutes ago. And that should restore the website back to the way we had it before all these edits. There we go. And then I want to go ahead and update this. So we save it. Perfect. There you go. Awesome, right? So before we move on to the next section, I want to show you one more thing that you can do with this hero image up here that you need to see. So we'll head back over to Elementor and let's click on the 6 dots right here. And then right here, check this out. Now see, this image right now is fixed. So if we scroll up and down, the image stays fixed in the background. Now if we select scroll, the image stays there. So it's personal preference, but I really like the fixed. And then if you select this, you can choose how to make your image look. You can just play with that. So many things that you can do, obviously. And now we're going to get started with part 3 right here, which is your roadmap or vision of transformation. Now the roadmap gives your readers a quick glance or path that you're going to walk them down as they get to know you. Now, for example, at Websites Made Easy, ours is website, traffic, and customers, where we teach people how to get set up with their website, get traffic, and then capture customers. So think of this area like the vision of transformation for your audience instead of your services. You really want to take care of the relationship and educate as opposed to trying to sell someone something initially. Now, what's cool is you can link these pages to educational pieces of content with a call to action or case studies. It's really up to you. Okay, so now we're going to start editing this area. Now, I don't want you to think of these in terms of services. Think in terms of the transformation. So we'll start here. And the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to duplicate. So right click on the pencil and duplicate. Same for over here. Right click on the pencil, duplicate. Perfect. Now, if you had, say, 4 services, you could head right here and then duplicate. Pretty cool, right? So now you have 4. So if I wanted to undo that, I could just go back here and then we're done. The same as if you wanted to just delete one of these areas. You get the idea. So then we're going to go in here. Pretty straightforward stuff. Perfect. Now I want to make these smaller. So I'm going to click into this first one, then go to Style, then go to Typography, and then pull this to about 15. Yeah, so ultimately now you would link each one of these individual sections, right, that you're helping people with to specific case studies or blog posts. And then from there, you would add a call to action to where they could opt in for your email. And then you could start sending them email and really creating that trust, that know, like, and trust factor, and building rapport and indoctrinating people in terms of your products or services. And that's the way that you should do it, because most of the time people come to your website and bounce, and you'll probably never see them again. That's just the way things are. So you've got to get people on your email list. It's that important. So that's it for here. And then if you wanted to change the images, you would just click on, let's click right here. And then you would go to Style, and then just choose Image. And I could select that one, or you could, of course, upload another one from your computer. And there you go. The same as what we did above. That looks good. Now for down here, let's see what this looks like real quick. Amazing things for you. You want to put something in, put a question in. So I'll type in, I want to engage. Are you ready to start? Just type in ready to start, R-E-A-D-Y. And check this out. Put a question, and then over here, go ahead and delete this. Get started building your money-making website in just 7 days with our free email course using our 3-step WTC system, and see your dreams become a reality. So we can just get rid of this. And then right here, we would link this to our contact page. And then we put get started. Excellent. So yeah, this goes a little bit deeper. This is a little email course that we put together for people that actually are ready to get started. And it is a brief overview of how to start building a money-making website. Set up your website, start getting traffic, getting leads, building an audience, and turning that audience into actual customers. So we'll go ahead and update, and we're going to move on now to the next section, which is the pilot story. And this is going to be right here. Okay, and your pilot story briefly explains the journey of how you came about your product or service, or why you started your website in the first place, and the value that you're giving, the big benefit for your audience. Also, the pilot story can highlight your best content. You can introduce a case study and give them a call to action to learn more. All right, let's go ahead and customize this section. Just paste in some content. Pretty easy stuff. We're just editing some text here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this and just paste in this. And this is our pilot story. Why we started Websites Made Easy and the value that we're giving to help people build a profitable business online using their website as the foundation. So, and this might be a little bit much text, but if you're going to use this text like this, chunks, you need to break it up sentence by sentence. Otherwise, people won't use it. Do not use any more than this. And right up here for the call to action, that looks good. And then for the contact button, we're going to link this to the contact us page. And let's see what else. That's about it. Pretty easy for the pilot story. And of course, if you wanted to adjust this image, or change it for that matter, you would select this, the 6 dots, and then go to Style, and then just change the image there. And also, you could add a video header. Remember how we did that earlier? So if I went back up here, I think I still have it saved. Clicked on those 6 dots, go to the video, I got rid of it. So yeah, you would just paste in the video right there and have a video background. So that's it for the pilot story. Let's take a look. I gotta go back actually because I had that video selected. We'll go back to the classic. And then classic here as well. Got to click back into these 6 dots and then go back to classic. So we should be good to go. Now let's take a peek. Yep. Okay, cool. So now I want to show you something pretty awesome that you can do. So let's head over to, let's click into right here. And I want to go to advanced and then head down to motion effects. And then right here, it says default. Select fade in down. Pretty awesome, right? Then click on duration and then select slow. Very nice. Just a little touch. And you can do all sorts of cool things. It's a little extreme, but you get the idea. So you can play with all this, just little things that you can do to polish the website to make it look real professional. So fade in slow, that looks good. Now we're done with this section here. And now we're going to head down here and start editing this section. And this is really, like I said before, you could highlight a portfolio of your work or case studies, pictures that you've done for work for clients, showing the transformation. And it's really up to you. You can do what you want here, and that's what's cool. And I'm going to show you how to edit this area now. It's real easy. It's just pictures. So we can click right into here, and then here's the grid. So if you select the pencil right here, and you can add more images by selecting add to gallery right here, and you can upload like we've done before or select right here from your media library. So if we go back, we select back in here, you can of course, X these out if you don't want them to show up. Reverse order, it's all pretty straightforward. And then insert gallery. So that's it. So let's take a look and I'll show you how it functions. So if we X this out and we just click into one of the images, that's it. So that's it for this section. And we are just about done with the home page here. So congratulations. I know this has been some work and very well worth it, because you're going to have a website that's not only going to serve you, it's going to authentically connect with your audience. And that's what you want. You want a goal for your website. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to show you how to customize your home page if you wanted to add things like testimonials or anything else for that matter. You're about to see how to do that, and if you wanted to actually move some of these sections around. So let's get into that now. So all we'll do is head back here to the arrow, and then I want you to head down here, and then right here, I want you to click on this. Now this is pretty awesome. So this is the Elementor Elements Library, or what they refer to as blocks. Okay, and they actually have pages as well. So if you look here, these are individual pages, so they're not full-on websites. And some of them say pro, which means they're paid, versus the ones like that are blank, which are free, which I'm not seeing any right now, which is interesting. But here they are right here. So if we go to blocks, which is really cool, and remember, think in terms of Legos. You can add anything. So if you go to category, you have all these different blocks that you can add in. So if we head down here to testimonials, look at this. Pretty awesome, right? So you can literally just pop in one of these blocks and add a testimonials section to your website. So if we went ahead and took a look at this one, that's pretty clean. So now you see that you can add in all sorts of stuff to really customize any page on your website. So I'm going to show you now if we head back over here to the Astra, and Astra has the same thing as well. So if you go to blocks, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's usually a lot clearer. So if we go to testimonials, and I scroll down here, maybe the thing is just taking a while to load. Let's look at this one. Okay, so here it is, and all we have to do now is click Import Block. Awesome, right? So now you have a full testimonials area, and you can change this right here to or whatever you like. And then basically real straightforward. Pop in here to change the testimonial. Change the image here. There's the star icon, so if you wanted to change what that looked like, the rating right here, etc. All real easy. Now, say for example, you wanted to move this up. So you have two ways of doing this. You can grab it right here and just pull it up. And you can do this for any section. You can move it all around just like you like it. Or you can go to the navigator and then just drag it however you want. That easy. So I don't like any of that. So I'm going to go back. We can close this out. And if I don't want the testimonials, I can just exit out. That easy. So that's the home page. Now you're starting to see how powerful Elementor is. You can do anything with those blocks and then just really customize your home page or your website just to your liking. And again, this is a framework that we use and it's really effective. I would follow this framework to engage your audience and really connect with them. So again, it's up to you. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to customize, make some little tweaks to make sure your site looks really dialed in on mobile. So let's head back here. Then head up here to reach all the elements, this little grid. Now head all the way down and then select right here where it says responsive mode. Then select mobile. And here's what your website's going to look on mobile. Yeah, that's just awesome. So say we wanted to make this just all in one line, we'd select right in here, and then we'd go to Style and Typography, and drag this to about 20. One's pretty good. Yeah, I just want it to be very readable on a mobile device. And of course, play with this to your liking, but I just wanted to show you when you're optimizing your site, if you make things completely different and your fonts are a lot bigger, or your typography, you've adjusted the size just huge, you can come in here and make sure that everything looks right. So we'll go ahead and update. Then we'll head back to responsive mode and then go to desktop. Then go ahead and update your changes. And congratulations, we are now finally done with the home page. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and head back right here. Click on the 3 lines right here. And then head down to Exit to Dashboard. And now we're going to get into editing the About Us page and Contact Us page. So we can X out of this. We want to head to the dashboard. So just make sure you're back in your dashboard area. then head to Pages, and then All Pages. Okay, and then now I want you to head to About, right here, and then Edit with Elementor. Okay, cool. So now we're going to start editing this page. You should be a pro at this now. This is going to be real simple. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and click right into here. And I'll just change this to 2012. And say we wanted to add, let's click back into here. Go to the 6, or the little grid up here. And say I wanted to add an image in here. This is a little bit flat, right? So what we can do is just drag an image right into here and see that little blue line, bring it down. There it is. And it'll pop right there. Okay, so now we need to add an image. So we can click in here, choose image. And I'll just use, let's just use this one. And a good rule of thumb is you want to use images that are going to reflect the transformation. So say, for example, you had a dog training business, show someone smiling walking their dog. Or anything that's going to reflect, the ultimate outcome of what your product or service is going to do, because people will unconsciously connect with that. So I could show stuff with, people smiling with their websites or just happy on vacation, enjoying autonomy in their life, because ultimately a website's just a tool, right? But ultimately underneath having a website, there's deeper emotional benefits that people crave, such as freedom, more money, autonomy, time with family and friends, that kind of thing. The website's the vehicle to acquire those things. So we can go ahead and insert media. And that's huge. So we want to change this. So we want to go down to custom. And I'll just do, let's try 500 by 350. 500, 350. And I'm just using these images as an example, of course. Let's see what this looks like now. Now what we want to do is align it. So it's centered right now. Click left. Yeah, that'll look a lot better. Cool. And now I can insert some content here. I'm going to do that real quick. Just literally copy and paste this in. Real simple. So you can see what it looks like and how to do it, of course. Yeah, that looks good. Real clean. And then down here, if you want it, you can add in this stuff. Obviously, you can put your stuff in there that applies to your business or website. Or if you didn't want it, you could get rid of it, of course, by just Xing it out. Or we could head over here again, click on this bad boy, go to blocks, click on testimonials, and show transformation. You also have cool video testimonials here too that you could add. So I'll just go ahead and select this one, import block. Okay, there it is. Then we can head down to the little hamburger and then just make this easy. And then toggle all these back. And then drag this last section up. Or just delete this altogether. There you go. X out of this. And I'm going to show you how to edit this footer at the very end. So that's that. Then we can update. And now we can move on to the Contact Us page. Now let's take a look. Yeah, that looks really good. Awesome. So let's head back here. And then head up to the 3 lines. Make sure your page is updated. Then exit to dashboard. Then we can click right here. and then go to Contact and then Edit with Elementor. Okay, so here's the Contact Us page, and this is real simple to edit. We've got our phone number. Let's just go ahead and toggle this so you can see the whole thing. Phone numbers, email, business hours, simple Contact Us form, and then your map. So let's go ahead and start editing this. So we head over here, and then we can select in here. And we don't need 2 phone numbers unless you do. So we can just X this out. Then we can change the phone number in here. And just do, 555 5555. You get the idea. Email. You can change the hours down here, etc. Real simple. And if you wanted to change, let's see. You can change the icons too here. You can go to the icon library and then just change the icons, which is kind of cool. Contact form, we're good to go. And then for the map, click on the pencil over here, and then you can just update it. Or actually put in your physical address. And that's kind of cool. When you hover over it, it changes color. And that's it for the Contact Us page. Just want it to be real simple. And I'm going to show you now how to edit this form. So we're going to do that now. We can update the changes we've made. Then we'll head to the 3 lines up here and then exit to dashboard. And we'll head up here. Then right here where it says WP Forms, click on All Forms. And here is our contact form that was pre-populated by when we first uploaded the theme. So if you wanted to create a new form, you would just add a new form right here, but you do not need to do that. So we're going to go ahead and edit this form. Okay, so here's the form, and straight out of the box, everything looks pretty good, especially the way we've set up this website. So you have name, phone number, email, message, and you can X things out over here if you don't want them or drag them around. So, things like that, right? And then you have all these other fields over here. Now, some of them are going to be like kind of grayed out like this because they're premium features where you have to pay for the upgraded version of this plugin, which you don't need right now. And so right here, I would just recommend leaving all these for now. And then we'll head to settings. And here is, I would change this submit button to get started so it's congruent. And then we can save right there. Everything else looks good here. Then we go to notifications. Now send to email address. This is, if you click this, you need to put in a good email address here. So where you'll be notified when someone submits their information. So I could put in jstaffordv@gmail.com. That looks good. And then right here, the email from. So this is really when someone submits their email, this is what they'll see, who it's from. So it would be james@createyourdreamsite.com ultimately. And you'd have to get that set up in your hosting account, which is another conversation for later. Now we do have a whole, and which I'm going to tell you about in a minute, how to get that set up, but you could use your Gmail address for now, which is fine. So then that looks good. So we could save this. Yeah, so make sure you update this with a Gmail address or a custom, email address. We can save that. And then for confirmations, this is the confirmation email they will receive from the email address we were just editing, and you can update this accordingly. And then for marketing, now this is pretty powerful. And this is ultimately what you want to do once you get your site live, right? So this right here, these are different email service providers. Now we have a whole tutorial series on the channel using MailChimp, how to deliver lead magnets, and how to create automated campaigns, sending out emails recommending your products or services and really indoctrinating your audience, to you and your business. So this is a great service to get started with. So everything else looks good in here. So save any changes and we are good to go. Okay, so let's X out of here. And now head back over to Pages and then click on All Pages. Then head down to Services and then Edit with Elementor. Okay, so here we are. And I've actually filled all this in just to save some time. It's all stuff we've already done. Just pop in your content. That's it. And I'll go over this section here in a second. Look familiar? This is your roadmap. Now, what I would recommend doing here is filling in your roadmap, and this can be your product or service or someone else's product or service, which is affiliate marketing. Okay, and then just fill this in. And the point is to show the transformation. But if you don't have any of that set up right now, I would just link straight to the Contact Us page. Ultimately, each one of these should go to a page educating people a bit more and showing the transformation through a case study or an article. So we're done just about in here. All this stuff is pretty straightforward. And then the FAQ. So I went ahead and add this in. If you don't have this, it's okay for now. So I just wanted to give you kind of a snapshot of how you would do this. So basically you want to ask questions that are framed through an objection that someone would have about, potentially buying your product or service. So where does the program take place? How does the WTC system different from other online courses? And then you basically can just, go in each one of these areas. Here are each one of the areas, and you click on them, and then you can add in your content or your answers, which is kind of cool. And if you don't want this, of course, you can just exit out and it'll be gone. And then you just have this area right here. I'm just going to go ahead and update all these buttons real quick. Okay, awesome. Make sure you update your page. So let's finish this bad boy off. Make sure you head back to your dashboard, and then from there, click on Visit Site. And then right here, where it says Edit with Elementor, click on Site Footer. Now we're going to edit the footer of your website. Okay, awesome. So here it is right here. Let's take a look, and we're going to edit all this area. Now you can use what I suggest here or create your own. I'm going to show you several different ways to do this. So let's go back and start editing. Now the first thing I want to change is just click right in here into the logo, and I want to upload a new logo. So we'll choose logo. I need to upload a darker one because I had a white one before. Insert media. Cool. Looking good. Then we'll head here, and then I can, change the address if I need to. You get the idea. And for the social, so if we go out, we have Facebook. I'm not sure what that is, and it looks like Foursquare. So we can just click into one of these, and we can edit them. Now, if you wanted to add a new item or change one, you would select this, and say we wanted to get rid of Yelp, we could go to the icon library and say I wanted to add in YouTube. Then insert, and then we just change that to YouTube. Now, if we wanted to change this one, and then of course you would just put in your links for the appropriate channel. So your Facebook profile, your YouTube channel, and then Foursquare, we can change this. Let's go to icon, let's go to Instagram. There it is right there. We select that and then insert. Perfect. And then if you wanted to add an item, you would just select add item right there. And then you would just search for whatever you wanted. We can do, let's see if we'll do LinkedIn. grab that and insert. And then of course, just add in the links. And then we're good to go there. Then we can change down here, the copyright, and you can change this information powered by or erase it if you'd like. So I could, powered by, I could erase all this. And then just put copyright 2020 WME. Perfect. Now if we head over here, click on the plus, and we searched for, say we wanted to add in our menu. So we can type in menu, which I recommend doing. And you want to select this one. You can just drag it right over. And there it is. And layout, let's see. Horizontal, let's see what vertical looks like. That looks pretty good, actually. So it's up to you right there. Or you could come over here and then we could edit this area and delete these. And then this last one we can change to just about us. And then we would link to our About Us page right here. So we just do /about. And then for connect, we could type in contact. And then the same thing, link. And get rid of that stuff right here. Change this to contact. And then of course link it. And then we could duplicate. Right click on this and then duplicate. And then we could have services here. Now I'm just kind of playing with some things. Obviously use what you like. And then change this to services. Let's see what that looks like. So yeah, you get the idea. So we'll head back. And I will go down to here. And let's see. There we go. Yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's do 120. Looking good. Now we can update. Cool, then let's head back. Exit to dashboard. Visit the site. So congratulations, you are now set up for success with your own beautiful website. Now it's up to you to apply this stuff. And remember, information not acted on is useless. So it's my hope for you that you take action on this and put this to use. And I really hope you've enjoyed this process as much as I have. And I really, really want you to celebrate your accomplishment. This is awesome. You're on a very exciting journey and there's so much you can do with your website. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're always first to know when I release new videos. Now, if you want to take your website to the next level, be sure to check out my WTC system over at websitesmadeeasy.tv. So until next time, this is James Stafford, and thank you very much.